Hey everyone, it's ericwen. Right now I'm off to a video shoot, but before I go to my video shoot, I'm stopping at my friend Jed's house. Jed, who I do the Pitter Patter podcast with.
Getting food?
Getting food, yes.
It looks like we are taking the motorcycle. I am so sorry, Mom.
But we're not going that far. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
Weekend is gone. I'm far beyond my wishes. We took our surfboards down to the shore. 107 waves in the deep sea. I'm free like a gypsy.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the Pitter Patter podcast with Eric and Jed. I'm Eric.
And I'm Jed, and this is a place for two overthinkers to get their ideas out, knock them around, learn from one another, and then hopefully figure out what to do with all of it.
That sounds like a pretty sweet podcast, Jed.
It's pretty freaking awesome. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing you video content.
June 29th, 2018, Jed and I started a podcast. We had no idea what we were doing. I'm mostly familiar with video stuff, but for some reason, recording our conversations, figuring out how to do a podcast just seemed like such an awesome challenge. Too good to pass up.
So here we are, 30-something episodes later, and earlier this month, we just broke the milestone of 1,000 listens, and we're continuing to pick up speed, which is pretty heartening.
6 months later, 29 episodes in, here are some of the things that we've learned.
Number one, we were nervous about getting it right, but we realized at the end of the day, we just needed to hit record and upload. So we had a bunch of reservations and stuff that we were nervous about. Audio engineering, people's receptions, would it be meaningful? Would it be substantive? But we realized that the idea of having a perfect podcast wasn't practical. What we've had to do is just say, this is something that we really love, that we really enjoy doing, and we're gonna post every Tuesday because that's a commitment that we've made to each other and heck, now our listeners.
Number two, because we didn't have that much experience with podcasts or doing anything audio, even knowing at all what would make a compelling podcast, we needed to post on a public platform so that we could get real feedback from real people. It's scary throwing out something unpolished to other people's judgment, but we desperately needed that to get any sort of progress, momentum, clarity about what the heck was going on.
No, man, you gotta be off the cuff. You gotta do this.
I never liked that.
This is gold, bro.
All right, go.
All right, here we go.
Number three.
We were surprised by people being invested and engaged in the podcast.
When you first start posting content publicly, a very loud voice in your head says, no one really cares, and there's nothing unique about what I have to say. We've been really shocked by who listens, what people have gotten out of it, and how much people really care. It's really easy to think about and obsess how average your voice sounds, but it's also really easy to forget how above average interesting every single person is.
That was dope. I don't know. All right, do that one more time.
No, just go for it. 2006, 13 years ago, some of my very first home videos were filmed at this place. We had no reason to do it, but we just had fun doing it. And so it's fun coming back here to see we're still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, and we're doing it because we love it. And we're doing it because we want to be part of the creative process, not just part of the consumptive process of consuming, watching videos or making podcasts. We want to actually flip that on its head and be a couple guys who are out there trying to do this and trying to make it happen. We're not experts. We don't really know what the hell we're doing.
But it's super fun.
Exactly. And being part of that and being part of this journey over these last few months and hopefully deep into the future, it's been super dope, and we hope that you guys join us along for the ride.
You're a pretty cool dude, Jed.
Thanks, man. You're a pretty cool dude too, Eric. Pretty cool dude too, man.
If you want to check out the podcast, it's in the description. There's a bazillion different places and
check out the
platforms
beef.
it's on.
Smash that like button. I've never said that before in my life, even though I hate it when people say that. Woo!
Thanks guys for listening. We'll see you guys next time.
Stay awesome, be real, bye. I feel like now with the podcast, we're not really doing anything. Thank you, appreciate it. We're not really doing anything to.
Does that happen often?
that people say you look good. No, that happens rarely.
That was so weird.
But I appreciate it. I mean,
That was so weird.